first of all, I want to say that obviously we're winning. Tottenham aren't scoring against me. I said this already 2-0.
Jesus Christ.
Rashford will be scoring. This would be Rashford's first goal of the Prem this season. And you guys keep on saying about Mason Mount and Bruno, but what you need to know with my manager is when something doesn't work, it changes. You get your chance, and then he just changes it.
Either way, you didn't beat us. And the time before that, you didn't beat us. So, man ain't worried about you, man.
Oh, okay.
I'll be real.
All right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Last season where you nearly won the league, you didn't beat us.
Okay.
Not once.
Arsenal didn't beat Fulham. Are Fulham better than Arsenal?
That's not the point. I'm saying I don't care about you, man. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about you, man.
Fun and games until a ball got to get kicked.
Listen, you see that Klopp aura and that aura started to fade. You know the ones, and now it's not even Klopp no more. It's not even Klopp no more, bro. You see the aura thing that you had, the aura thing that you had. I can't wait because, brother, I swear to you, bro, you man need to win, bro. Because, blood, if we beat Liverpool, brother, I'll be real. Change your number.
5. Oh my God, you're fucked. Oh my days! Oh, I can't do this anymore! I can't do this anymore, blood. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. Fuck this. 31 minutes in a semi-final of a fucking European competition. This is your only way to the Champions League. And you put out this performance. Look at this fucking shit, Zah! They're coming again!
Oh my God.
Oh my days! What is going on? What the fuck? When are people gonna open their eyes? When are you gonna open your eyes?
I cannot do this with this fucking team, honestly.
Look at this shit! Look at this! You're telling me, trust the process. Trust this and trust that. Suck your mother for a straw. I don't give a fuck.
You fucking still going on about that?
Welcome back to another episode of Big Six Bants. Lewis G's going to be here in a minute. So, guys, don't think he ain't going to be here because he ain't here right now. But we are back. It's the Sunday show. We got another news update. We got Gyokeres news, of course. You know what I'm saying? We got Noni news as well. And we have some Kudus news as well. It's not really good for the Chelsea fan base, I'll be honest. But we got some Chelsea news as well. And, of course, we have a new Remember, today we have a new guest today, of course. Texino, our very own Texino is here. Obviously, United fan. You guys, most likely, if you don't know about him already, you're probably living under a rock. Can't lie, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you check out his stuff. It's in the description below. You know what I'm saying? Texino on TikTok and on Instagram. But yeah, well, before we get into the rest of the intro, Texino, man, chat to the people there, man. What are you telling me, man?
Love my boy, man. Now, big up, man. Big up. Obviously, short notice, but you know I'm there for you, my boy. Come on, man. Dude. But obviously, firstly, just appreciate it. Shout out yourself as well, my boy. Arsenal fans, so you know, man's gonna be ripping some different type of works on you, my boy. I can't lie, because bro, you man, even allergic to number 9s, you get me? But now you got your Gyokeres. You don't suit the system, sorry, but obviously he bags goals. Goals are important. That's something that you man's been looking for. So just looking to crack on with the show, man. So let's go get it, man.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Good stuff, man. Of course, obviously, Kiers, you already know what it is, people. Kiers was never going to miss this one. You know what I'm saying? He was never going to miss this one. Never. The rest of the boys will be back, obviously, from Tuesday onwards. Obviously, Ethan's on holiday and that. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Corey and Casey are away, but they will be back on Tuesday. So the whole gang will be back and ready and repping from Tuesday, guys. So, and obviously, we'll have the 20K celebration. Hopefully, on the Wednesday, we'll have the celebration so we can obviously get that Q&A going. And I know you guys have plenty of questions for the man them as well. But while we do that, there's already 207 in the house, and we're not even 2 minutes after the intro. So if you're here already, you lot, smash the like button. Let's go for a humble 350 likes today. Yeah. And do you know what? 359 likes today. Yeah. That one's for you, kids. Yeah, that one's for you. You know what I'm saying? That one's for you. Why am I hearing DCO in the title? What do you mean get DCO in the title?
Oh, Monts, you didn't know Monts?
What do you mean DCO in the? What have I missed? What do you mean DCO in the title?
You missed the drop. Fair enough, man.
What care package have I missed? What care package have I missed?
You missed the loadout. You missed the DCO loadout drop at OT.
What you mean DCO load? DCO ain't going to United, bro. What are you man talking about?
Listen, all I'm saying is just wait for that for a Britzy or David Ornstein tweet, and then we'll see. But just know, like I said, the DCO loadout is coming to you soon. Yeah.
Why about the Watkins? Why about the Watkins?
No. They can't do Watkins. They ain't got room for Watkins. They got room for DCOs. They got room for the DCO. Yeah.
I don't listen.
That's all it is.
I can't lie. That's the first I'm hearing of this. So listen, if I need to put in the time,
you and me both, brother. You and me both.
First I'm hearing of
DCO. This is what I'm here. This is what I'm here to let man know. Don't worry, I'll let you guys know. Good news or bad news. Don't worry. I've got you lot. Don't worry.
Good or bad. It's mad. It's mad. But listen, you look, big up everyone in the chat, man. You lot, as I said, make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel as well. Obviously, we've already hit 20,100, and as you can see on the ticker below, we're on the way to 20,200. You know what I'm saying? So let's make sure you're subscribing to the channel and them tigs there. Shout out Mikey, Kizzy, Tommy T's in the house, Christian, Sky, Jeremy, Omo, Jay Warrior here as well. You know what I'm saying? X's Law, Yo, NS, Spurs for life. If I go on here, I'll be here forever. But you don't know. Big up the community and them things there. But since Lewis is on his way, we're not going to start with the Noni stuff. Obviously, we're going to start with Gyokeres, man. I feel like that's the place to start for today. It is the biggest news of the day. Arsenal, obviously, listen, kids, it was looking very dark for you yesterday. It was looking very dark for the Arsenal community for Sunday's show on BSB. But you lot came back 20. Quick reply, innit? Very, very quick reply after the Noni news dropped at the big outlets. Gyokeres looks like it should be completed within what? The next couple of days, the way they're talking about it. 5-year contract.
I feel like we get a here we go tonight. I can't even lie.
I don't think that's mad to say. What? Fine, you getting a 9. But after 5 years, I hear it.
Listen, it may not be who I wanted it to be, but listen, as I said, I hope I'm wrong. Yeah. All this talk, I wanted Sesko. I wanted Sesko, me personally. Yeah. But it looks like Leipzig are moving dumb with the 100 mil euros they're trying to set for him, which again, no one's gonna pay that. They need to understand no one's gonna pay that. He's unproven, he's still raw. Yeah. Like no one's gonna pay 100 mil.
I mean, in today's market, though, you buy potential. You buy potential. You don't buy the player, you buy a package. Now, obviously, if you look at Gyokeres' situation, the fact that he's flirted between clubs and it's been hard for him to make a decision it should be a red flag to Arsenal. 2, Arsenal don't usually go about signing superstars anyways. So the fact that you've gone and got a high-profile player in their position in Europe is still a statement, whether if he obviously suits the system or not. Now, can you get the best out of Gyokeres? Are you going to play towards him? Does that kill your system? We don't know, innit? If you was to go and sign Sesko, in my opinion, I think I would be more nervous because he's got much more to his game. Even though he's very tall, he's much more mobile. He's got a better first touch, left foot, right foot, and he suits that Arsenal system. He could drop in deep, spin around, etc., etc. I think Gyokeres, he relies on that space. He's more brute power. He's more of a freight train, innit? Like he needs to kind of turn and go. If you nullify space, it will be kind of difficult. However, if you could play to his game, then you'll get the best out of him. But that might kill a lot of your players' games, like the older guards, the Sakas, the ones who rely on bounce passes and that. Do you get what I'm saying? So it may shatter the system. You don't know, man. You never know.
Obviously, I'm not gonna say something crazy because this is my first time speaking to you about ever. You know what I'm trying to say? So I don't know your opinions before today. But you're an example of what I didn't want happening. Yeah. What I mean by that is there's a lot of people flip-flopping. First, when we was linked to Sesko, it was they need Gyokeres. Sesko's not the one. Now we're linked to Gyokeres. Now Sesko is apparently the one. Now I'm not like I said, I'm not saying you specifically. I'm saying that's the narrative I'm seeing again. Ban them. Just pick one. Because now if I was to bin Gyokeres now and then go back to Sesko, man will be saying to me, oh no, Gyokeres is the one. Like we can never win. And this is what it's like being an Arsenal fan, bro. We can
but that's why I like the fact you started just status like that, because at the end of the day, you didn't know my opinion first.
So I'm not talking.
That's why I probably mentioned the factors of who suits the system, who doesn't. However, there's pros and cons into both signings that I've also mentioned. Gyokeres gets you goals; it's guaranteed. His positives, as I said, you got to get the ball in behind into space. But Arsenal don't play that sort of football, don't they? They play more of that. Obviously, it's changed in that sort of last year. It's more robotic, more robust. But before, it was that liquid football. And it seems like Arteta probably wants to get back to that. You're hearing the signings about your Yarez's and your Nonis, blah, blah, blah. He probably wants more individual brilliance in the squad. Now, obviously, Noni, you know we're gonna shit on a man like that with all due respect, innit? Do you get it? Because them man there got Bambi legs and first touch is knocking the shin pads to the sides and that, you know what I'm saying? But apart from that, obviously you can see the identities in terms of what Arteta wants. So he's trying to play that front-footed football again. He knows he accumulates more points with that. It's so obvious. So look, you go and guarantee goals. If you can change the system, make it suit Gyokeres, then yeah, it may be frightening. But Sesko, for me, my own opinion, and I would have said that before, obviously, first introduction today, he would have been more tailored to exactly how Arsenal play and how I believe you would want to play next season.
I agree with you. But the thing is, like, as I said, 100 mil for me, I'm looking at that thinking, cool, you may be the best player for our system, but end of the day, and this isn't me shitting on Sesko, because like I said, I've rated Sesko, I've been rating Sesko, I still do, and I still do think he's the right guy for us. But the facts are, he scored 13 Bundesliga goals last season. Not saying it's his fault, but that's the facts. And if you're looking at it as that the fact that I need a striker, I can't spend 100 mil on a player that's got 13 goals in Bundesliga. I can't do that. Because it's a risk. Whether you think it's going to pay off or not, it's still a risk, and we can't afford to pay 100 mil for a risk. That's off the back, right? So if you look at Gyokeres now, I'm even seeing he's trying to take a pay cut, a 2 mil pay cut to come to us. Now I hear what you were saying before, he was flirting with other clubs and that, but I feel like he got to a point where it was like, I only want Arsenal. Even Man United, Juve, all those guys, they were trying to like flirt with him and say, oh yeah, would you come to us and blah, blah. He said, nah, I only want Arsenal. Now to me, that, like I said before on previous streams, that gives you brownie points in my eyes. Because if you're telling me you only want Arsenal, I'm going to want to get you, because you're not trying to look at anyone else. You ain't got that whole, who done that last year? I think it was, there was someone that was on their knees for just bare big clubs. They didn't care who it was. They just wanted a big club. Gyokeres ain't like that. Clearly, he just wanted Arsenal. I think he's even in London right now as we speak. I feel like he's in London. You know what I'm trying to say? That just shows determination. So again, he's not my first choice, as you all know. But again, as I said, I hope I'm wrong. And if he translates what he done in Portugal into England, it's long. It's long. That's the facts of it. It's long.
But again, you see in Portugal, it's two different football games, bro. Like,
you know, I agree. I hear you.
Especially on the ball, you're probably gonna have about 2 to 3 seconds on the ball in Portugal. In the Prem, bro, you've got less than about a nanosecond, I should say. Sorry. Now that's two different animals. With just touching on the factor of what you said before, with the 13 goals Sesko scored in the Bundesliga last season, yeah. Now, if you deep it, what do you think? I need you to answer this first, anyways. What do you think your main factor is to why in the last 3 seasons you've only finished second and you haven't obviously taken that main step and finished first, bro?
I feel like the first season, for me, the first season was a fluke, us being there anyway, in my opinion. I feel like we was overachieving.
But what's the main factor? What's the main factor? Why do you?
Yeah, the main factor was the main factor that you literally just said is X factor. We had no X factor up top to get us through the games that we dropped points in. For me, that was the main reason.
Now I think I think that's obviously that's one of the factors, but I think the main factor for me is the fact that you changed the style of football that you was playing. Now, what Arteta seems to do well is he knows how to kind of like tailor his team to the strikers that he has. So you have your Morenos, etc., etc. If he can do that with Gyokeres and you edge it, you get those goals you need. You have that killer that you need. I think that's what was missing in the last 3 seasons, bro. Your main factor was a killer. You've got too much, with all due respect, and it may be an Arsenal DNA thing, and it's not just to try and get onto Arsenal. There's a bottle job mentality there. There is that bottle job mentality there that you go oh so far, but then you don't cross the line. Whether if it was that Cesc Fabregas team that you had, whether if it was with Ozil and Sanchez, whether if it's this generation of team that you have now. You go oh so far, but you never take it to the next step. And you know why? It's because you don't have that ruthless streak. You need that ruthless streak. Forget what anyone else is saying, bro. Be ruthless. Go back to even... I know football eras have changed, but when Wenger had Vieira, Sol Campbell, all of these, it was ruthless. Henry, ruthless. If you man could go back to that and personality, get some personality in that squad, then yeah, bro, it could be a wrap. It could generally be a wrap. But
do you not feel like Gyokeres brings that type of ruthlessness? Because like I know, again, I hear what you're saying about the whole in the Portuguese league, you can afford to take the touch and there's 3 seconds till the defender comes and tackles you. I agree. But I've seen so many goals from him. I watched the comp just now. I've seen so many touches and his actions, like he always wants to score. And big up Casey, because Casey was actually saying this. I don't think you know Casey, but on the show, he's been saying so many times, like he's that type of striker where he'll have 10 attempts, not score in the 10 attempts, but still be hungry to get the 11th attempt and get the goal. Like, to me, that's ruthlessness. And that's something that Sesko, I've not seen that from Sesko. It's like, I think I saw something in the stats is like he averages 3 shots a game. And I know it sounds like a lot, but when I'm thinking about it, as a striker, 3 shots a game is kind of mad. Like, I need my striker, as soon as he gets the ball, I need my striker just licking it off.
But now, but you now having players like a Gyokeres obviously coming through, you can't have wingers like Martinelli. You need more X factor in that squad.
I agree.
Sorry, because like players like Martinelli, with all due respect, they're your modern day wingers, innit? Like if they can't chip in with a load of GA, it's more garbage, innit? It's like going down the line, trying to whip it in, byline, one-footed, one-legged Paralympian, don't know what he's really doing. Like, you can't imagine what they're trying to... You can't see their football brain ticking. You see with, like, a lot of players, we will say, even in the era 5-6 years ago, you can see their football brains ticking, your Hazards, all of these players of this world. The modern-day wingers, it's more of a basic game. Can you get the ball to the byline and put the ball into an area? But Martinelli can't even do that to a certain standard. Does that make any sense? If you go and get an Eze or something like that, or Noni Madueke to a certain extent can go past a man, I should say, anyways, and whip one into a dangerous area. Gyokeres thrives off that. He thrives off second balls. He's decent at anticipating where the ball's gonna go. So yeah, I mean, just tailor your team to him. The squad that you have now with the Martinellis, if Saka was to get injured, for example, it doesn't tailor to him at all. It doesn't tailor to him.
That's why I feel like we're trying to get,
if anything.
As you know, you probably know, that's why I feel like we're trying to get Rodrigo. Because it's like, with Rodrigo, for me, he's like the complete opposite. Yeah. Bro, he wants to join Arsenal. He's another one. He wants to join Arsenal, bro. Like, if he was to put in a bid for him right now, he'll say, get that done. He'll tell us,
why is it not happening? Noni Madueke.
Because I feel like for us, I feel like we're trying to wait. We're trying to wait to see. Yeah, we're trying to wait. And first of all, I feel like we're trying to wait for the Club World Cup to finish. That's one. And then 2, I feel like we're trying to get this Gyokeres deal done and then maybe move on to the Ezes and whatnot, see what that's saying. and then if that comes out positive, then we'll go for Rodrigo. But from what I've seen, he wants to join. So for me, he's completely opposite to Martinelli. Like you said, when Martinelli gets the ball, tries to take on his man, he's looking down. He's not understanding the situation. With Rodrigo, he'll get the ball, bun up 3 defenders, and either pass it or just slap it bins. That's the complete opposite. And Rodrigo has that superstar bite in him that we just don't have. So imagine him, Gyokeres, and Eze. It's like, I want to say it, but it's like, I can't say it because we've not actually signed the players yet. But if we do get these players in, you lot have to admit it's looking peak. Whether you believe it or not, whether you like it or not, and once I know you're smiling, but it's the reality of it. It's looking peak. If we sign Eze, Rodrigo, and Gyokeres, forget Madueke and them, man. Forget that. Those are all backups, yeah? They're backups that we know is going to happen. It's cool, they're backups. But if we sign Eze, Rodrigo, Gyokeres in that starting lineup, it is peak. It is peak. And all of you don't know it. Some of you will admit it, some people won't, but know deep down.
No, bro, I'm not biased. I'm not biased. If I had that front three, I would be excited going into next season. Can you supply them? Can you get them? Can you get them?
Kids, I'm not discrediting your thing, bro. You know, you hear my opinion, but let me just get this super chat and we'll talk at it. But shout out Ibby with the £10 super chat. He goes, big up, lads. All these men saying he doesn't suit the system. Ain't watched a single second of him. You just know. I know F all about him too, to be fair. We had Marino scoring up top. If he can walk, he'll be fine. Shout out Ibby. Shout out Ibby. Because I hear it. If you can make Marino and Marino score, and let's not add that Marino got a dead finish on him. You got a little sledgehammer on him there.
He's all right.
You know what I'm saying? He can therefore wrap it, hit it. He's a very good ball striker of the ball, and he's good in the air as well. But I'm here to speak about, Kiz, your opinion on Gyokeres. That's what I'm here to speak about today. I'm here to touch on how you, my friend, even though as a rival, I've told you Gyokeres is the answer, you have said things to me that I haven't been able to I just can't fathom. You know, I understand you're now back to doing this. You know, you're back to doing this now. I get it. You're back to doing this now.
Yeah.
Is this just another example of finding new evidence and changing your mind? I don't know what it. Let me know. This is what people really want to hear. Like, I understand it's cool having a tactical conversation, but the people really want to hear is your opinion on Gyokeres, because your opinion on Gyokeres isn't, and you did allude to it, to be fair, not my first choice. You did allude to that at the start of the stream, not my first choice. But we know. So, kids, we know.
The reality of it is, like, I know this is going to sound crazy because at the end of the day, I'm an Arsenal fan, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Arsenal fan, first and foremost. So what it is that, as I said, you lot just heard me say it. Sesko was my first choice, right? Sesko was first choice. And that's still a thing. If Gyokeres actually collapses, God forbid, again, Sesko is my first choice there. But it's like, if I support Arsenal, and then it turns out Arsenal's getting somebody through the door, I have to back them. And I have to look at their strengths more than their weaknesses. That's my job as an Arsenal fan.
You back Noni?
I've been backing. Oh, yeah, that's another thing I want to touch up on as well. This Noni thing, Monts, I'm hoping you can vouch for me because we've had discussions outside the stream. With Noni, I've never once called Noni shit. I actually rate Noni. Even when he was at Chelsea, I've been saying Noni's good. Monts, please, hopefully you can remember. Either you or Corey can vouch for me. I've been saying that I rate Noni. And again, this chat are so good at finding clips, right? I'm 100% sure that I've said this on this channel, that I rate Noni before. I've said it. So anyone that's got love for me, please try and find the clip. Because I've said it. Right? So him coming through the door.
I might have to knock on the door, you know, bailiff setting, bro. I got an eviction.
That's the bailiff settings, bro. Like I said, bro, Noni is just a victim, another victim of Chelsea shit, right? And what I mean by that is when you play for Chelsea, there's certain players that aren't gonna excel because they're in a system that doesn't benefit them.
I've never seen a system more suited to a player, and they do absolutely nothing with it. How's the system not suited to him?
Wait, sorry, that's the wrong word. Not system. Sorry, wait, hold on. That's the wrong word. Not system.
Anything about Noni.
It's not the system. It's the environment. It's the environment, right? When the environment isn't great, the player isn't gonna look great. There's so many examples. Yeah, from Chelsea. Look at Jorginho. When we caught Jorginho, oh yeah, that's all right. Jorginho's a bum. He'll go Arsenal, flop, blah blah blah. Even Havertz isn't the greatest, but he's not a flop. He's nowhere near a flop. So he's another one that we saved. We're now going to do the same thing to Noni. Noni's a victim. Noni's a victim of this shit. And we're here to save him. That's the reality of it. I'll be honest. And Noni for 30 mil as a Saka backup, I'm taking it. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can do all that. That's fine. You can do all that. But end of the day, as I said, you will see the same thing for Havertz, as I said. When I said the same thing for Havertz, people call me delusional. Oh, you know what you're talking about. He's going to score 2 goals in the Prem. All that crap. It's the same thing. What I promise you, when Noni signed for Arsenal, if he does, when he does replace Saka in certain games, you will see the level won't drop. And that's all that matters.
Excuse me? What do you mean the level won't drop?
The level won't drop, bro. I promise you that it won't drop. It will obviously he's not better than right wing. Yeah, on the right or the left, the level won't drop because he's not better than Saka, but he can still do what Saka does in a way. He can still
Noni going to Arsenal to start.
No. No way. Because then that will mean Saka's bench. That will mean Saka's bench. So that's just not happening, isn't it? But end of the day, like I said, when Noni plays for Arsenal, you will see.
You was in denial about this happening for like 2 weeks. You've been in denial about this.
I know.
You're saying it's not. You've been in denial about this signing.
Me having the opinion whether it gets done or not.
Now, I woke up and you're suddenly you've been enlightened. Like the same thing with Norgard. Man was saying that the thought of Norgard makes me sick, and now you're like, you know what? Do you know what?
No. Now you're switching it. Now you're switching it. With Norgard, again, fair enough. You lot got me on the Norgard thing because I said I didn't rate him, and that's fair enough. With Noni, I've not done that. Me thinking that Noni's not going to sign for Arsenal, that's separate to my opinion on him as a baller. It's separate. So I didn't think it was going to get done. So I said it's not happening because I couldn't see it happening. But I didn't call him shit. You get what I'm trying to say? I didn't call him shit.
Yeah. What I'm trying to probably get at more is if you don't think he's that bad and you do rate Noni, then and you don't think the level will drop off, especially if he was to replace Saka in certain games, etc. What do you think he brings to the Arsenal side, and what is Noni Madueke's game to you?
For me, as I said, I see similarities in Saka's game. I just see it. When he gets double teamed, I see the same actions he does to create separation from the defenders. It's the same as Saka, right? Again, he got the same creativity as Saka. Countless times I've seen him collect the ball, cut in on his left, and whip it into the striker, like Saka's been doing for Arsenal for 3-4 years.
Saka must not be that good then. Saka just must not be that good.
Again, that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Yeah, no, it is about opinions. Do you know what? The way I like to analyze those type of wingers, especially left-footed right wing footballers, this is the way I like to describe them. They are very predictable. You know exactly what they want to do, but can you stop them? That's the main question. Now, Saka's got this trait where he knows when to cut in, how to cut in, and he's got a very, very good shot, bro. His technique is very good. I like to describe Saka as blueprint football. It's not flashy. It's not one of those. However, the spotlight follows him because he knows what he's doing. He's very effective. However, he's versatile. That means he knows the game of football too, bro. Noni Madueke is completely different, bro. They're on 2 different games, bro. They're on 2 different levels, I should say.
No, I agree.
Now, if you look at Madueke, he's not as refined. His dribbling is not as close control. He doesn't know how to drop the shoulder. When he dribbles, he don't do that thing where, you know, Saka can stop and start and he can switch gears. Noni don't have that in his game.
I was going to see, you see that? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
The thing that Noni has, that what he can bring to that right-hand side is what's underrated in his game probably is that he does like to go down the line much more often than not, if that makes any sense. And he likes to use the right to whip it into a dangerous area. That's exactly like what I said earlier. So would he be more effective than a Martinelli? Yes. But is he something that will take you to another level? No, not in my opinion, bro.
Yeah, but we don't need that.
That's the honest truth, innit? You don't need something that's just a bit better than what you got. You need something that's going to take you to another level, bro.
But the text, this is what I'm saying. What you just, by the way, what you said there, there's one bit I didn't agree with. That whole stop and start thing, I think Noni's actually got that. Noni's got the stop and start. I've seen it happen. I've seen him do it. Even in certain clips I've watched, he's got it. He may not do it as effectively as Saka, which I agree.
I walk into Noni, bro.
Don't worry, Lewis. We're gonna deal with. I'm gonna deal with Lewis soon. Don't worry. I'm gonna deal with Lewis.
What time is it?
I'm gonna deal with Lewis real soon because he thinks life's all sweet right now, and I get it. I understand it. But Lewis, you need to understand. I've got a one-run punch here. Yeah, we're gonna get into everything. Yeah. So let me tell you the breakdown of what's gonna happen. Yeah. The level with Noni is not gonna drop, right? Reason being is because I've got Rodrigo, I've got Gyokeres, and I've got Eze, right? So we've
got all three of them.
With these three players, yeah, I had to take a one sit because, get me? With these three players, I don't need Noni to raise the level. I've already got level raises from them three players. So Lewis, let me explain to you what's going to happen, right? Now, I'm going to give you 35 to 40 mil for Noni, right? I'm going to give you 40 mil. And you will take it, and you will enjoy it.
I'm going to need more money.
No. We'll give you.
Add-ons are fine, but I'm going to need more in like the.
All right, that's cool. That's what you want. I'll tell you what Arsenal are going to do. We're going to give you 40 mil. You're going to accept it because he's going to force a move, right? Now, after that's happened, we're going to get Gyokeres done, right? After Gyokeres is done, we're then going to move on to Rodrigo. That's going to get done. Then I'm going to move on to Eze. That's going to get done. And then once we're all said and done, everything's all wrapped up, we win the league. We win the Premier League. That's what's going to happen with you guys. And then all this talk about
35 minutes, 8 seconds.
Norgard, Kepa, all this rubbish about Norgard, Kepa, and Mascara, all these fringe names, yeah, that's going to get put to bed. You're not going to forget about them names because they're going to sign all these superstars and go win the league. So who cares about Mascara and Kepa? Who cares? I've got Rodrigo. I've got a superstar winger in Rodrigo who's known for his Champions League qualities, being at Real Madrid, being a superstar, having X factor. Gyokeres, who you all call me delusional for winning Sesko over Gyokeres. That's what you all said. Now I'm standing Gyokeres. So what are you telling me? What are you telling me? Don't you telling me what are you telling me now? What are you telling me?
Your number one target.
Yeah, that's me personally. But I'm not Arsenal.
I'm not even your target.
No. What are you telling us? You didn't get your number one target.
Yes, but Lewis, I'm not Arsenal though.
No, but you didn't say what are we telling Arsenal. We said what are you telling me. So I'm asking you, what are you telling me? Because you didn't get your number one target.
Me being Arsenal, I'm saying, what are you telling me? What are you telling Arsenal? Because you're telling
so
me,
is it me in terms of him being your number one target then or not?
No. So I'm saying, you lot all told me to go and get Gyokeres. I've got Gyokeres. Now what are you telling me?
Well, number one, Gyokeres hasn't been completed yet. Now, let's forget Gyokeres anyway. We need to wait, because we gotta go back to everything else. So you flipped on Noni and everything. We'll get to that as well. But
I didn't flip.
Rodrigo. Well, when were you guaranteed to get Rodrigo?
Bro,
when did that happen? Have we forgot everything from the last episode where you have to sell Martinelli to do that?
Again, see, you're doing it again, Lewis. You don't have to do that. All you got to do is sell a player. So that could be Martinelli, could be Trossard, could be this, could be that. It doesn't have to be Martinelli. How about this? I can go and sell Trossard for 40 mil to Fenerbahce and then go and get Rodrigo off that alone.
But Martinelli's the one on higher wages that you're going to leave rotting on the bench.
No, he won't be on the bench. He can't play every game. Rodrigo can't play every game. So Martinelli will play some games.
Yeah, you'll give him like the Carabao Cup minutes and everything.
Yeah, Carabao Cup, some Prem games, some Champions League games.
He's not going to get some Prem games.
Yeah, of course he will.
You're not going to be dropping Rodrigo in Premier League games if you even get him. And this is the other point. What makes you think it's just you? What stops Bayern Munich from just pulling up out of nowhere saying, I need someone to play on the left and in the middle now? Musiala's out for a few months. Let me just go and nab Rodrigo.
I'm glad you mentioned Bayern Munich because, Lewis, now I'm explaining to you. I'm not you guys where I miss out on targets to Bayern Munich. Yeah? I've been there, done that. Go and ask Declan Rice. Go and ask Havertz. I get players over Bayern. You don't do that. Don't do that. This is where me.
So, like, what does Elise have to do with Rodrigo?
No, because that's my point. You lot will lose your targets to Bayern. I don't do that. You lost Elise to Bayern. That can't be me. When Declan Rice was there for Bayern,
we fucking got him.
So your argument is really just we're built different.
Right, exactly that. It's exactly that. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna sign Rodrigo, and it's not a thing that Chelsea, Bayern Munich, or PSG can say to me, because we're Arsenal. And how about this?
I don't think he goes PSG, to be fair. I don't
exactly.
Look,
Bayern, though, I could see him going Bayern over you.
No.
So you mentioned the point earlier. You said that you'll pay 40 mil for Noni, correct? Yeah. Who's the better footballer, and who would you prefer, Noni or Rashford? Come on, man, that's not long, bro.
I'll be real. It kind of, for me, it is still. I'll be honest. For me,
bro, that's it, bro. Like,
bro. It depends. As a Saka backup, I'd rather Noni. Still.
He has nothing on the left, and he's talking about Saka backup, bro.
No, okay, that's what I'm saying. But if you talk about backup, like, if we don't sign Rodrigo, I'd rather Rashford because then there's no left winger there. But as things stand, I'll take Noni. I'm taking Noni.
No, look, I think you're saying that to just back his
point. We went from we're not going for Noni to I'll take Noni in the space of 4 days. You lot never change. You lot as a fan base, as an institution, you are so predictable.
No.
You lot could buy a corpse and you talk about how his hold-up play would be good or some bullshit. Like, fucking hell, you lot will just take anything.
See, Lewis, you don't know this about me, but like us, I've been rated Noni. I think
we've not heard. When have you been?
Did it sound like you rated Noni in the last step?
Hold on, Lewis. Kids, if you rated Noni like you say you rated Noni, you see when all the Noni stuff was coming out, your whole attitude towards this would have been completely different. Whether you thought it was going to happen or it's not going to happen, when you're getting when all of these Noni whispers are happening, you'd be like, well, what? So what, man? The man don't mind Noni. So like whether it happens or not, this was not your energy.
I said I'll take Noni as a backup. I said that. I said I'll take Noni as a backup.
Bro.
Again, this is what you need to understand as well.
You were inhaling dangerous amounts of copium last episode, trying
that wasn't copium.
Now you're acting like you're okay with the transfer.
No, that was just a genuine opinion. I explained this to Mons just now.
What happened is you went from inhaling hopium to inhaling copium. That's all that's happened.
No, I'll tell you what happened was. I could not see Arsenal getting Noni. So that's why I come on here and said we're not going to get Noni because I can't see it. But that's not taking anything away from the player's ability. I've been rating Noni. Go and ask Don. Don't worry. And like I said, Lewis, you're probably not the one. But there's so many Chelsea fans out there that are actually against you giving me Noni. There's so many of you out there, Don included. I promise you, Don's burning right now.
I've heard Don's been taking the piss out of it.
But it doesn't say deep down he don't think that. Deep down, Don's pissed because Don rates Noni. So
I'd hear that because he rates him highly.
There we go. There's certain men that actually rate Noni, and they're right because Noni is a good footballer. For me, he's a good winger. And like I said, when Saka gets injured, because there will be a little injury here and there, or a suspension, or his loadout might not be. There's going to be certain times when Noni does need to play, and when he does play, as I said, the level will not drop. It will not drop.
bro, come on, man. You're
You're
saying
not, bro.
like,
You're
bro,
smoking
good football.
something different,
I
bro.
promise you,
It's
this is what.
different from taking you to the next
This
level.
is
How many
Cali
times-
level
No,
champion, man.
Like, look
No,
at
wait.
Jared Bowen or someone
I've
like that.
never heard you prop Noni in my life, bro. I've
Again,
never.
Mods,
Because
you're
he's
lying.
going to Arsenal, they always
You're
do
lying.
this.
Come on, man.
It's the same
Mods,
shit
you're
with
lying.
Havertz. They
You're
all
lying.
cussed out Havertz at Chelsea. Then he joined
No.
Arsenal. It's like, oh, Chelsea misprofiled him. We'll get the best out of him. Arteta's going to save him.
And
Sure,
Lewis,
man.
what did I say to you last
man.
stream? We did get the best out of him and we competed for a league. You can't do
You were
that.
competing
You can't
without
do
him,
that.
and you competed better
No,
without him.
no, he didn't. So what? So where did he
22,
finish the
23 Arsenal was
hold
better
on.
than anything we've seen in the last 2 seasons. I don't
Okay,
know
yes,
what we're
exactly.
talking about.
Aesthetically, it was the best we've seen. But on
And
the
in terms
table,
of dominance,
no,
it
not on
was
the
as well
table.
because you were top of the league for 93% of the
Okay,
season.
okay, but where did we finish in the table, Lewis? The first season. How
It's
many
not
points
my
behind
fault.
City
You're
we
still
finished?
bottle jobs.
Right, so
It's
we
not
finished
my fault.
we finished 8 points behind City. Yeah, when we signed Havertz, we finished 2 points behind City. So Havertz, you could even say Havertz improved us. You can
No,
say
you know
that.
what? You know where it
You can
was?
say that.
Fucking City didn't have a good window. So you lot closed the gap a
Oh,
little bit
Lewis,
with Declan
come,
Rice.
Lewis, come on, man.
Declan
Come
Rice
on,
cooked
Lewis,
for you
man.
in his first season.
Mhm.
No one's going to talk that down. That's all it was. City didn't strengthen like that. And you lot brought in Declan Rice. And he
Yeah,
still
right.
didn't win the
And-
league.
Right, but we're gonna, like I said, Lewis, and sorry, Texino, to touch on your point you made, yeah.
Troop says no to Noni.
Yeah, no, Troops don't rate Noni. That's
Now, at
I'll
least
be
he's
honest, there's not going to
consistent,
be
you
a lot of
know,
Arsenal
fair
fans
play.
that rate Noni. I get it, I understand it, but Rally, what you need to understand is, as I said, environments matter. Environments matter. Yeah, don't worry about Chelsea. Chelsea's environment shit. It's shit. Like they haven't got a hold on things. Like they haven't got a hold on it. Do you think? Do you look honestly
Can you
think?
explain,
Yeah?
go into depth on the environment?
I'll go into depth right now. Go into depth for you right now. Yeah. Last year, Noni was trying to link up with Ruby Rose, right? Correct or? No, I'm explaining it. I'm explaining it.
I don't know Noni's personal life.
He was trying to link. Cool. He was trying to link Ruby Rose. That's what it was. Yeah. He was on a phone to her, trying to link her up and try to get. He tried it. Yeah. And that was recorded as well. That was on video. Do you not honestly think that could run at Arsenal? Do you not generally think that? That's what I mean by environment. That can't run here. That can't run. That's what I mean by environment. And that will
You
get the best.
don't know what your players do outside of the football pitch, bro.
Lewis, bro, if Noni had to run that contract,
Do you really think your football players are not shagging celebrities behind the
not on
scenes?
video, not on video, not on record?
Oh, okay, so the difference between Arsenal and Chelsea is Noni won't be doing you're on cam. You're on
but
cam.
that's just an example. That's just an example. What I mean is that stuff like that just can't run, but it can run at Chelsea. That's what I mean.
The players aren't allowed to shag celebrities.
Of course they are,
must
but
only
not on
shag
camera.
normal
Not on
people who
camera.
don't have clout.
Of course, you could do what you like off camera and away from the football, so you could do what you like. But when it comes to being on camera and around social media,
we know you
have
can
to
do what you
pattern up.
like because of certain DMs that you had hired for 3 years. But hey,
Bro, listen, that's a whole different topic.
We want to talk about what players can't do behind the scenes. Let's go,
bro. That's a whole different topic. But if we're talking about,
it's not a whole different topic. You're talking about things that don't run at Chelsea. I know what don't run at my club.
Yeah, but again, we don't know. We don't know what can run at your club or not. We don't know.
We know what can run at your club because it's all been
Lewis,
put out in the open.
Lewis, end of the day, as I said.
So do we want to talk about the environment of football clubs? Do we still want to talk about that?
No.
Our environment is a lot healthier than yours.
I'm talking about Noni. Like I said, we'll free him. We'll free him up. And that's my point. We'll free him.
Yeah, the same way, free up 5, innit? Is that what we're saying? Free up 5.
Listen, Bun number 5, he's done. Yeah, we're not going to speak about him again. He's not contracted to Arsenal. So as far as I'm aware,
it's very convenient now, isn't it?
But Noni on the other hand, as I said, Noni on the other hand, stuff that he does at Chelsea cannot run. Even a penalty thing. Even a penalty thing with Palmer. Do you honestly think Noni?
That's fine. You know, that's not a Chelsea thing. That's a Pochettino thing. Our genius manager.
Right, exactly.
Our genius manager was like, I'm not picking the penalty taker. The players can do it themselves. Maresca don't do that. Right. So yet again, that's something that's not really relevant in this current environment.
No, but it is though, because that can transfer to different managers. And Maresca
picked the penalty taker. It's Palmer.
Yeah, that's fine. But again, we don't
And
know
there's
what's
been
going
no
to happen.
arguments this season over penalties. Not a single
That's
argument.
cool, but what my point is, with Arteta and us, that couldn't even run in the first place. That's my point.
But it
That
doesn't
could
run
never
at Chelsea. So your point's
No, but
invalid.
it did run. It did
No,
run. There was
it does
3 players
not.
fighting for it.
Present
There
tense.
wasn't just Noni. It wasn't just Noni. It was Jackson. It was Jackson there. I even saw Gusto. I even saw Gusto Taski's in there as well. There was bare man there.
You are talking in past tense. Talk in present tense. That doesn't count now.
Okay,
we don't have that problem now. So what else with the environment is wrong? What else with the environment wrong?
So Lewis, present tense, we're a better team than you. Correct or?
Again, is that the environment? And even then, I don't think you're better than us by much.
Why are we not better than you?
You're not better than us by much.
Why not?
You finished 5 points behind us, and we had the same wins. It's not by much.
You was in Conference League last year. You ain't better than me.
And
how can you be better than me?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Arsenal can't handle Champions League and Premier League at the same time. Is that what we're saying?
Lewis, bro, you're not a better team.
Arteta can't handle that. That doesn't sound like a great environment to me. You finished 5 points in front of us with the same victories. You are not that far away from me.
That's
really
fine.
are.
We cannot be far away, but are we not better than you? That's all I asked.
Yeah, you're better, but not by much.
Right,
not
cool,
by
that's
much.
Fine. That's your opinion. That's
and
cool.
that can easily be overtaken.
It's not going to be with the lap. It's not going to be with the lap. I can say that for free. But with Gyokeres,
right now, you got better centre backs than me. You got a better goalkeeper than me, and everything else is up for debate. Everything else. No, not exactly.
Calma. Let me calma.
Your forward line ain't shit until you bring in Gyokeres.
Lewis, and kids, give me a second.
And our fullbacks.
Give me a second.
That's
carry on. Man, I'm gonna let you get. Kids, I'm gonna let you man get back to it. Because the amount of shit I heard in the last 15 minutes, my head's in a blender right now, and you can even see on Texas' face. I don't know what I've been hearing right now, but listen, man, it is what it is. Let me get to these supers, and then we have a clip in it, and it's not a crazy clip, but I just think the clip needs to be played in it. The clip does need to be played. How many likes are we on? We're on 230.
We ain't on enough.
Yeah, not enough. We've got 1,017 watching. Obviously, big up Lewis and Troops for the raid as well. Shout out the family tree. You know what I'm saying? And we're only on 235 likes. By the time I get through these supers, it won't take us long. You know what I'm saying? We'll get through the supers and we'll acknowledge and da. When we do that, we'll play the clip. But you lot, I'll be honest. I'm screaming 4 bills likes. I'll be honest for this clip. There's 1,000 in here, innit? I'm screaming 4 bills likes. Hit the thumbs up button.
Yeah, you lot can do that. It's a button. Hit that.
It's a button, bro. It's a button. You know what I'm saying? But shout out Midoriya. He's been a member for 4 months. Kids, your front three, Evil George, Gyokeres and Madueke is crazy.
Man said Evil George.
Gyokeres is crazy. You gotta pause that. But
shout out Evil George till he gets the European Cup.
Shout
shameless, man.
Shout out SSJ for the super chat. Where he says, no Eze, no Rodrigo, you're getting Noni, Norgard, and Ruby Rose, big bro. Shout out SSJ. DBC's been a member for a month, says, big up the panel and smash the like button. Shout out Glorious MCFC, big up yourself. He goes, saving players, but can't win trophies. It don't mix. Shout out Bezzy. It don't mix. So I had to rule that one back. Shout out Bezzy. Ozzy says, I beg, please take his mic away from him this instant. Shout out Mr. Egg Barley. Says, why get a front of shirt sponsor when you got Arteta to come and save the day? With the super chat.
Really are bank, bro. It's crazy.
Shout out Kamal. He goes, Monts, never let kids drink rum punch ever again. They're saying it's the rum punch case. Shout out Connor with the super chat. He goes, what nonsense is swirling around in that punch?
Listen, I've only said facts here. Facts.
Jimmy said Arsenal basically protected a whole you know what I'm saying? And listen, we're not gonna go into, I don't really want to talk about that side of things, innit? We really want to steer away from that. But yeah, it does tail into the environment. And listen, I'll say this for free. None of the Arsenal fans on this panel, including Kids, have protected the club when it comes to Thomas Partey. Like, man, have been against that from, you know what I'm saying? Especially one thing I will say amongst Kids' craziness today is that he's never wanted Partey. Like, he's wanted Partey gone from this club for a minute now.
Oh yeah, no, I never thought he defended him or anything. It's just, if we want to talk in
I get you, man, playing that one. I hear that one still.
Yeah, and shout out D Jones goes disclaimer: the man's views are not the rep of saying Arsenal fans. So that says D Jones. But yeah, listen, I don't know how many likes we are, but yeah, let's get to 4 bills in it because I know we're already on 3 bills in it. So you lot hit the like button and we'll run the clip because it does. Do you know what I'm saying? It does. Oh, we got another super chat from Facts as well. He goes, Kids, if you're getting Gyokeres, will you win the league? 4K and full screen.
Listen,
please.
don't worry. I just said it. I said it. If we sign Gyokeres, I win the league. I said it. And
Yeah,
also the other man as well. Wait, sorry. Not just Gyokeres, the other man as well. That's Rodrigo and Eze. Yeah? Rodrigo and Eze. We win the league.
What about Gyokeres? What about just Gyokeres? I think that's what Facts about.
That's not enough. That's not enough. I'll be real. That's not enough.
Okay. All right, fair dues.
Nice try.
So just Gyokeres and Noni Madueke wouldn't be enough, but we're now saying that Noni Madueke is a good transfer for you guys.
Yeah, no, but that's just a backup though. That's just a backup.
No, but I mean you're spending about 40 to 50 million on a backup.
Exactly.
By the way, Lewis, why do you think Neto is better than Noni, in your opinion?
Look, I think both of them have their like attributes. I think Neto, like, he's a better crosser, he's better in transition, better in 1v1s. Noni is stronger, probably better at take-ons. Yeah, I'd say he's better at take-ons. And that'll be about it. I won't front.
Because for me, yeah, like
he's a good player.
Let's be honest, man. It's a meaty skirmish, man.
No,
this is my thing. We're complaining about all the wingers last season, so it's like
because here's my point. Yeah, here's my thing. I feel like if it was Neto that was coming to Arsenal instead of Noni, people would be a bit more vexed being a Chelsea fan. This is why I'm starting to feel like it's a colour thing or not. Is it a colour thing? Because people are saying Noni leaving is the attitude thing, and it's this, that. I'm not really seeing Noni's attitude being bad like that. I've not seen that. Yeah, cool, he might look vexed and that sometimes when he plays, but attitude's never really been a thing. It's never really been a thing. So I don't know why people actually for this whole sell. I don't get it. Because for me, he's your best winger. He's your best winger.
What? Huh?
Bro, listen.
Where was this Noni prop prior to
it's not prop. It's not hard to say.
I need to. Where was the Noni prop?
It's not prop. It's a fact.
You just said he was our best midfielder and you're acting like it's a good sign.
Okay, so who's been better than Noni? Okay, wait, hold on. Who's been better than Noni last year? Who was better than Noni? Which winger?
Neto was better than Noni last year.
I don't think any of our wingers played well last season.
And even then, the level of wingers, like ask any Chelsea fan and they'll tell you Noni.
I was critical of all of them last season.
So that's not so cool. That's fine. So you're saying Neto was better than Noni last year? Is that what you lot are saying?
Bro, they all had perfect
if you want to say this year and add the Club World Cup, if you want to say this year and add the Club World Cup, then I will say Neto.
No, ban the Club World Cup.
If you want to just say last season, none of them were good. None of them were good.
But who was better though?
All of our forwards fell off a cliff. All of them.
Okay, is Noni better than Martinelli?
It's different wings. So I can't really say who's better.
I think he might be, to be fair. He might
hear this, because we're running this clip, man. I can't be running this clip.
The low-key thing, I'd rather have Noni taking on players.
We gotta run this clip, people. This is the energy I'm talking about. As I said, I'm not denying that Kay has ever said Noni is shit, but bro, this is Noni prop. Let's run the clip, man. I don't care.
I'm saying, and that's not gonna. He's not gonna come in and take over over Martinelli. I rather Martinelli on the left over Madueke.
No, as in, like, he'd know his best bet of getting into the 11 would be to compete with Martinelli on the left.
You know, right, but Madueke personally doesn't want to do that. So that rules him out. Because if he can't do that, then you're no use to me. Because you're not going to start over Saka. So what are we doing? Now, Mons, you know what? You've actually just backed my point up. You've actually, without even knowing it, you backed up my point. Because what I just said there was, Noni doesn't want to be a backup to Saka. Hence why I don't think this still actually gets done. But it turns out he does. It turns out he does want to be a backup to Saka. So this is what I'm saying. Do you not understand my point?
I think it turns out that Martinelli and Trossard might not be going anywhere, so he'll be the option on the left.
No, see, Lewis, again,
let's hear the rest of this anyway. There's only let's hear the last 10 seconds of this clip.
What I'll tell you what's happening.
Yeah, it sounds
I thought this is agent talk, like trying to push the whole Noni thing and make a connection with Arsenal so that other people come in. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's from that clip onwards where we're talking about again. You and Lewis were fighting for 45 minutes 3 days ago.
Where did you say that Noni shit in that clip?
No. I didn't say you said that Noni shit. Yeah, but if you was happy for Noni to kind of play this role, and remember your words were, if Saka gets subbed off for Noni, the level. Tell me I'm lying. The level doesn't drop.
I feel like you man have missed. What I meant by that is.
Wait, have I lied when I said that?
No, I did say that. I did say that. But what I meant by that wasn't me saying that Noni's on the same level as Saka. That's me basically saying, as a team, and collectively, the level don't drop. That's what I meant, and I stand by that.
All right, cool. Listen, because this is just taking me by surprise, isn't it? I don't even know what to make of this. Random. So all of a sudden, is this Noni prop warranted? Because this is crazy to me. Are we going to see a wave of Arsenal fans now trying to talk rival fans into accepting this Noni transfer? Noni, Tex, we'll start with you on that one. Like, is this what we're going to see? Because I like what Lewis said. I just think this is mad predictable now. This is mad.
Look, these men do it year in, year out. If Chelsea need the recycling man to come, they shout Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what they do. They go and champion the seconds. Earlier, you contradicted yourself. You said you're the better team than Chelsea. Chelsea are trying to get rid of Noni Madueke. You go and get the sloppy seconds. Why, if you know you can go and get the sexiest girl in the world, why are you going to get Bonnie Blue, bro? Why are you getting the sloppy seconds?
I'll tell you why.
No. Wait, let me finish my point. I heard you argue, innit? My thing is, and I will always touch base on this point, it's about that ruthless streak. I don't think Arsenal still have that gravitational pull for those world-class superstars in whatever moment in time it is. The only ones I remember are the Alexis Sanchez's and the Ozils of this world. The fact that you go and get a Gyokeres this year, that is a statement, because he is one of the biggest profiles in European football, his position at the moment. So that is a good statement. But I just think, like, you slap yourselves in the face when you go and chase Noni Madueke. Go and be patient. And as you said, if the Club World Cup is a factor to why Rodrigo's taking long, then be patient, but then make sure you go all guns blazing for Rodrigo. Don't go and settle for Noni Madueke, because as you was even saying in that clip, and I can see the energy in that clip, bro. Let's not have the recency bias in it. I can see the energy in that clip, bro. You're not rating Noni. If you was rating Noni from there and then, you'll be saying, yo, I'm taking Noni no matter the situation with Saka being there. The same way like Madrid, they still went and got Mbappe when they know Mbappe is the best on the left. When they've got a Vinny, go and get that player if you know that player is good enough. You know Noni's not that good enough, bro. Be real with yourself, bro. Like, be real, bro.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I say these things, because it's like you can't tell me that I don't rate Noni, because I can just say, for example, let's say from that clip, it was Mbappe you were talking about. Yeah, I rate Mbappe. But if Arsenal was to be linked to Mbappe from any source, I'm not going to believe it, because it's not realistic. But Noni being linked to it, it's the same thing. I could not see that deal happening, so I said it's not happening. But it don't mean that I don't rate Noni. It don't mean that.
No, but it's different when you compare that same energy that you wouldn't Mbappe to Madueke.
Mbappe,
you don't even have to say nothing. You rate Mbappe.
I'm saying if I rate a player, I rate a player. And just because I rate a player don't mean that he's going to come to Arsenal. I can think that he's not going to come to Arsenal.
Yeah, but there's a difference. Kids, I think there's a difference between saying I don't think a signing's going to happen and then expressing the prop for the player while you know that that's signing on. You feel that everything is a smokescreen and this is all dead. Like, this is not going to happen, but you can still openly be like, yeah, man rates him. Like, for instance, when Liverpool got linked with Gyokeres not too long ago, remember that time we got linked with Gyokeres, and I openly said, I don't mind Gyokeres. I think because Liverpool are good, it can make sense, but I don't see it happening. You can still see that I rated Gyokeres outside of the fact that I still didn't think it would happen with Liverpool.
Yeah, no, but
that was not your energy 2 days ago.
But that just means you expressed it.
Days ago. Throughout this whole Noni thing that's gone on for the last 6-7 days, Corey has been laughing at you, bro. We've all been the big six, bro. If Katie and Corey were here today and they could hear what you were saying today, I swear to you, Corey was saying,
why bro comfy saying it.
All it is that you expressed it differently. That's fine. We got different ways of expressing ourselves. That's fine.
How about this?
I don't have to always say I rate somebody every given chance.
Did you say Corey knows that you rate Noni?
I feel like Corey knows, but he's not going to admit it. He's not going to admit it.
So you're saying if I called him, he'd say no. He'd just say no. You
he will, because to put all the laughter on me and all the banter on me, he's going to say no. But he knows deep down I rate Noni.
I feel like if I called Corey right now, if I call Corey, I feel like if I call Corey, he's definitely going to say you're lying.
Of course he is, because that's his job. That's what he's going to do.
It's not his job. He's just saying it. Like that's what it is.
Okay, call Corey. Call Corey.
I don't know if he's going to answer in it, because I don't know if he's going to answer. I'll call him in a second, but that's not the point. My point is, kids, is that no one here is saying that you've ever said Noni is shit, like he's dead food. But like, you've never, I don't remember any time if you've gone, Noni's Chelsea's best winger. Everything you said positive about Noni today, I can't say.
Ask Ethan. Ethan will tell you I've been rated Noni. Ethan could do it as well. But again, his job is not to admit that. This is what I'm saying. All of these guys' job is not to admit that. But all of you don't know that I've been rated Noni. All of you know. Monts, you know. I know you know. I know you know.
Corey. So hold on, Corey, you're live.
It's your job. I get it.
You're live, isn't it? Yeah. Kids.
Put it in the bag. It's in the bag.
See, you don't even know the question. He's already. This is what I'm saying. You don't even know the question.
Yeah, kids. Want to just play the clips. That's it. That's all you need to do.
Monts, ask him the question. Monts, ask him the question. I want to hear what he has to say. I want to see if he's real.
Kids has said that he rates Noni and that he believes she's Chelsea's best winger.
This brother is sick in the brain cells. I swear.
What did I say?
He's sick. Kids,
hold on, wait. So Corey, so Corey, you've never heard me say that I rate Noni before. You've never heard that.
Kids, you just said a few streams ago that all this was publicity and
forget last stream. Corey, what have I told you? Corey, what have I told you off of stream? Forget about last stream. What have I told you off of stream?
You're talking about, bro.
So Corey, hold on. So Corey, I've never ever said to you that I rate Noni before.
I can't say that you haven't. I can't say
the silence is deafening. The silence is deafening there. You don't know, because if he didn't, he would have just said no straight. There was a pause there because he knows.
No.
Corey, I'll see you on Tuesday, innit?
Yeah. The silence is deafening. See,
I'm sure if I go back and I watch the last stream, I'm gonna find some nasty evidence.
I promise you, Lewis.
Sure.
Corey, I'll see you on Tuesday, and I don't know, man. I'm gonna see you on Tuesday.
You won't be able to find the clip. I promise you won't. Because
obviously, I'll end because we're looking off in this. We're looking off in a second, innit? But obviously, would you kid in your defense? Would you like me to call Ethan? Would you like me to call Ethan? Because you said Ethan will vouch.
Even worse than Corey. He's definitely not going to say it.
You just said Ethan's the one who just said, Ethan.
Because again, unfortunately, I would not like you to call Ethan because I know what he's going to say. Right. Being a fan. So just forget it. That's what I'm saying. Forget.
I won't call Ethan. But cool. Listen, all I'm saying is this is. I've seen some moments in my time of you changing your mind and that, but as I said, this prop is new to me. I'm gonna go and do my homework, and I'm not even gonna try and find tips, but because I know deep down the whole Noni thing, all this prop is mad. It's a madness, isn't it?
Your
But
opinion, bro.
just quickly, briefly on Gyokeres as well. Lewis, I didn't get your take on Gyokeres. Oh, by the way, text if you need to, like, whenever you need to. By the way, Lewis, just quickly on Gyokeres, bro. The streets, Lewis, obviously are saying that now, like, you man are lacking behind in the spending area right now. It's like your window's looking meaty. Arsenal's window is suddenly looking good now that they got Gyokeres. How are you kind of feeling about that? Because obviously, you know, I know it was a topic of discussion on your channel about how you think Havertz will still get quite a few minutes. You think Havertz will still get minutes?
All the reports are saying he's going to be a starter regardless of who comes in.
So
What?
obviously,
wait, start where?
Well, if not in the attack where Arteta wanted him originally, the midfield.
Lewis, come on. Lewis, come on.
Gabriel,
Hey, don't ask me like it makes sense. I don't think it makes sense.
Oh,
I didn't think you buying him.
We are. So where does he fit in? Because our midfield's going to be Subamendi.
If you're talking about logically, he doesn't fit in on a football pitch. But you lot chose to buy him.
So you wait, hold on. So you generally think that Havertz is going to start for us next season?
Yeah. I still think he'll be starting first match day of the season.
You know, probably
in terms of like what we were saying about the windows and everything, I've been frustrated about the window from the start. You know this. Like, even with us getting in the signings that we've done so far,
Kudus obviously, and Kudus, of course. And I know it's in the title, but yeah, Kudus choosing Spurs. That's crazy because you know what it is. I'll be real. That's crazy because that to me seems like from an attacking standpoint, even Man United are looking like having a better window right now as you speak. That's how mad that sounds to me because I obviously until
ain't done yet.
Hold on. I've seen Willian. Obviously, I've seen Willian in it. I've seen Willian go. Even though we saw Willian do. So until Kudus actually holds up the Tottenham shirt, we can't actually say it's.
And
fully
also
done.
remember, only one club's bidded so far. This is the thing with the whole Kudus situation. Spurs are the only ones that have done anything so far. And that's why, like, he's open to joining them. Like, the plan makes sense. I think there's rumors about them offering him to play more centrally, which I think he wants. But we haven't done anything because we need to make sales first. So, like, when Arsenal go and buy Noni off us, then our plan is to go in for Kudus. And apparently West Ham would rather sell to us than Spurs because it just looks a little bit better for them. And we'll offer more than them. So it's not over yet.
Because you know what it is, I do feel like Mbeumo is more of a when, not if. I'm pretty sure Tex as a United fan, I'm pretty sure you share that opinion. It's more of a. I know it's been taking way too long.
I know, but it's just because Arsenal fans say the same thing with Gyokeres, and I'm just saying, look, just get it done. Then I think
it's different though because United have obviously submitted 2 bids for Mbeumo, so that intent is there. I think it's different. We've showed that intent.
That's
Arsenal haven't really shown that intent. It's just about matching the bid. I think the personal terms and everything's all done. Obviously Tottenham tried to flirt. He said he only wants one place. There's only one place he wants.
Like how Kudus said he wants Spurs. So he's not talking to any other clubs.
Yeah, look, bro. United, the gravitational pull at this club it's a bit different.
Trust me, I don't think it's going to end that way. I really don't.
I just feel like if you flipped the names in that tweet and it came out and Kudus said he only wants Chelsea and he's not speaking to any other clubs, I can't lie. Tottenham will be getting. Did you get it? You see that one there? You see when you're digging I'm telling you right now, man, I'll be telling Tottenham to walk.
I'd hear all of this. But it's just the West Ham sources are saying that West Ham would rather sell to us and they're going to negotiate a bit longer with Spurs before that point. So I don't think it's over yet.
Don't get me wrong. There is a little something there where Tottenham want to accelerate because they know Chelsea are lurking. Chelsea are known for popping things in broad daylight. I'll never take that away from your badge, from your club in terms of getting shit done in the window. But bro, come on. Like, man said he's only speaking to one club and his priority is Spurs. If his priority was Chelsea and he was only speaking to Chelsea, take care, my bro. Big up him.
That's not, bro.
And then that would be that one there. I can't lie. It's a sticky one. It's a sticky one.
No, I hear it, and I'm not taking away the idea.
I think he goes to Spurs, bro.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying that that's out of the realm of possibility. I'm not saying there's bullshit or it's like a smoke screen or any of that bollocks. Like, he could end up going to Tottenham, but West Ham would rather he go to us. I believe Tottenham will drag this out just because, like, I don't believe Tottenham are that ruthless in negotiations, and they know he wants to leave. So they're going to probably try and use that as leverage. As long as we can get Noni sent to Arsenal relatively quickly, I still think we can get in this race. So
Lewis,
right now, Spurs have got the edge because they're the only ones that have made the bid. They're the ones that are ahead of us in this whole situation. I don't know if it ends that way.
Lewis, you realize that you need to get 50 mil from us to get this Kudus thing done, and you're not getting 50 mil.
We'll see. We'll see.
Let me get these last 3 super chats, of course. Big up Gabriel says, I remember Keir saying he'd take Nunes over Gyokeres.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that still
stand? Don't let Ranieri's contract go down either.
See, man, I think I'm a flip-flop. Still stands. Still stands. Still stands.
Don't let Ranieri's contract go down, bro.
So your honor, you don't really rate. So kids, your honor, you don't rate Gyokeres thing, but because he's gonna wear your badge, it's just that thing now, innit? Okay.
Right, and like I said, I hope I'm wrong. Simple. It's as simple as that.
Shout out Armin, goes João Pedro, and you employ him. What?
I think he's saying because João Pedro dates a 15-year-old, but he was 17, so it's like.
Oh yeah, dead all that, man. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Alhambra, you go, CFC are victims of their own amazing scouting. We find so many gems for Arsenal. Sad to see Madueke go, but pray they don't take the Sarsi away from us. Hey, the sarcasm, that one stinks of sarcasm. I know he tied that with
this Ranieri, and he even tried to get down as well. Loud, bro. He's been
that one don't make sense though. You can't even buy a 15-year-old.
Yeah, no, that one don't make sense. That one don't make sense.
Ranieri, though, don't let that contract go down.
Lewis, you can't get Ranieri. Why would you want to go to you?
Listen, all right, guys.
No, but we've been in talks.
Listen, we'll next time on Dragon Ball Z, guys. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, innit? You know what I'm saying? You lot, smash the like buttons. Hope you guys are subscribed to the channel. Obviously, we're gonna head over to Never a Foul in a minute. Make sure you catch my Gyokeres video where I break down how that signing will very much suit Arteta's style of play. I think it's actually a very good signing for Arsenal as well. So it's my Gyokeres video is here. You can see it. I'm gonna pin it as well. So it's pinned in the chat. Go run that up. Run up my Gyokeres video where I'm speaking about Arsenal doing their damn thing. Big up everybody in the chat, man. You lot went in today. Shout out Lewis for jumping, for coming through. Didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's very last minute.
Come on.
Shout out Cheats for the raid as well. Big up the family there as well. Obviously, we're going to be on back again tomorrow, speaking everything ball. So, you know, make sure you're tuned in for that. And obviously, we're going to go over to Never a Foul. Big up Never a Foul as we've as obviously, you know what I'm saying, we've hit 40k on Never a Foul. So appreciate the 40k and the subscribers on there. And obviously the 20k over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everyone getting us to 20k and that, man. It's a crazy one. It's a crazy one. Box office as usual. Kears, thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? And the man then remember the rest of the man then will be here. We'll be here this week. So you know what I'm saying? Back to the community. And we'll get to see what Corey, Ethan, and Casey, Kears, and me together with a few of the guests as well. And Lewis, of course, as this saga drags on, we'd love to keep having you making cameos.
Oh yeah, it'll be about.
I feel like you're gonna go away and do your homework and see if Kears has said anything on Noni now. So I feel like, yeah. I feel like that's gonna get done. And as I said, guys, make sure you join the Discord as well. Someone share the Discord link. And guys, if you want to find those clips, you got to search for them, man. So many generational clips from today, as Midoriya would say. But guys, take care. We'll see you in the next one. And we're going to head over to Never a Foul. Bless up, people. Subscribe to Carefree Lewis G. It's in the title. And obviously, go and follow up TechZeno on Instagram and TikTok. It's also in the description below. It's all there. So make sure you go and see their work. Big up, people. And we'll see you in the next one.